Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Ellipsis. This is a fruit punch project with coconut and vanilla. So this is our 4% Berliner Weiss fruit punch flavored, and then they spiced it up this time with the addition of coconut and vanilla, as obviously. And you can see some vanilla flowers and coconuts on that can art. Beer is stupid looking, right? It's that bright, ragey red kind of, hell, fruit punch doesn't even look like this. It's a little bit like hazy high C. I don't know. Yeah, sort of like that. Wonderful pink head on that. So it's like really sweet. What kind of coconut is that? It's like, what even smells like it? It's like a little bit like almond joy-ish, kind of like really bright, intense coconut smell. There's usually, I think there's already marshmallow in the beer. The beer already has marshmallow / this one has vanilla in it, so it's like the same thing. Marshmallow is literally just gelatinized sugar or whatever with vanilla flavoring. So, but yeah, it's got that rich fruit punch, kind of like bright red flavor to it. As in like red is a descriptor for a flavor, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is a, strangely enough, even sweeter version of Fruit Punch Project. This is one of the most popular beers we do, and the vanilla and coconut really smooths it out and makes it just like creamy. It's a strange play of acidity and creamy sweetness, almost like, you know, like when you, oh, there you go. Like when you combine like orange juice and cream cheese for breakfast, like that kind of weird kind of like, because the coconut vanilla are creamy sweet flavors versus the bright tart base beer plus that sweeter kind of fruit punch tartness. It's a weird play. Yeah, so it's like berries and fruit punch flavor with this like intense kind of coconutty kind of flavor to it. It's another layer of flavor. For me personally, I don't really prefer it. Granted, it's not even a beer that I very much like. It executes beautifully. The base beer is fantastic. Crisp, sharp, plays in that fruit punch flavor quite well. Offering like sweetness to counterbalance, and then that creamy thing actually plays into base beer quite well. Execution, I think, is fantastic. I mean, if this is what you advertise, a fruit punch beer on top of a fantastic Berliner, and then you get that creamy kind of like sweet, creamy, rich kind of coconut thing. It does its job, and then it ends up dry. Doesn't go too intense with the coconut flavor. Make it and turn it into sort of like suntan lotion. Actually, even before I give my rating, I think someone recently mentioned that like I've been like poo-pooing a lot of beers for oxidation and then only giving good ratings to Ellipsis beers, which then I replied, A, the Ellipsis beers literally went from a cold tank into cans and sat in cold the whole time, so they are at perfect peak condition, and also they're just good beers and I give them good ratings when they're good beers. And also I literally listed like 4 or 5 reviews where I gave like over 95 for beers that were not in bad state. So, you know, I mean, obviously has to be some inherent bias, but I personally don't care. This beer for me, I don't know. It's nothing I'd really seek or chase after. It's definitely a flight beer. I mean, you probably can enjoy at least like 8 ounces of it, at least in my opinion, but it's just a little bit singular note. And again, people love this product, and like there's nothing wrong with it at all. This is just my personal taste and opinion. It's a fun beer. The nice thing about this is that I feel like I've had batches where it's even sweeter. This one's a little bit more strange, and then I get a little bit of that kind of like tart, kind of salivating acidity on the back end, which I love. Because the issue with these kind of beers is that they should be overly sweet. It's all right. It's 83. Yeah, I should give a little bit more credit. 85. Again, does this job, perfect execution. If this is the kind of beer that you're looking for, if you're looking for those candy sours, this has to be like A- A beer, like easily. Maybe even A+, depending how much you like fruit punch flavor. But for my palate, 85, solid rating. Post the comments below. This is a Fruit Punch Project, our most demanded beer at Ellipsis. If you've had it, get some when we have it. Otherwise, seek it out. This is definitely a fun beer, and definitely like probably again one of the most demanded beers that we ever produce. It's just Fruit Punch Berliner Sour. I mean, candy sour, delicious. People love it. Until next time, cheers. Later.